Hello and welcome to week 17 of the Ray of Hope Crochet Along, and this week we're making the 3D butterfly stitch. This is a really pretty and very neat looking 3D stitch, and it's just super cute. So it would look great as an accent to headbands, hats, blankets, anything really, and it's just a super cute detail to put into something. So how do we make it? So for this stitch we're going to use a 3.5mm hook, and it's one of our triangular rays. So the first 2 rows we make as we have all the other ones. So you start with a chain of 22, turn, double crochet in the 4th chain from your hook, and double crochet in each stitch across. So including that turning chain you have 20 stitches. Row 2, you turn, do the alternate turning chain 2 together, double crochet in each stitch across until you've got 2 stitches left, and then double crochet 2 together in the last 2 stitches. So 18 stitches for row 2. Since we've done that all before, I've gone ahead and done that one, and we'll get started on row 3. So to start row 3 you chain 1, and we'll do the alternate turning chain in the first stitch. Okay, and then we're going to double crochet in the next 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oops. So now you're going to chain 2. And we're going to skip 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and then your next stitch you're going to make a double crochet. Then we're going to chain 3, and in the next stitch we don't skip any stitches for this one, so the very next stitch we double crochet. Then we're going to chain 2. We're going to skip 3 stitches, 2, 3, and double crochet in the next stitch, and then double crochet in your last 4 stitches. Three and 4. So this is a setup row, so we can start creating our butterfly in these chain spaces. Okay, so let's turn, chain 1, I'll move that there to try and stop that from scratching. There you go. And in your first stitch make the alternate turning chain. So row 4 is where we're making our first butterfly. And we're going to double crochet in the next 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so now we get to our chain space. Okay, so we're not actually going to be working straight into that chain space, we're actually going to be working around this double crochet, this next one here. So yarn over, and around the post of that double crochet, okay, get your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop. You're going to do this 6 times. Yarn over, around the post, pull up a loop. This is 2, again, 3, 4, 5, and 6. You've got a lot of loops on your hook there. You got 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 12, 13. There's a lot, so many in there I can't actually count properly, but I will count up soon. So what you need to do now is kind of bring the first 3 loops, kind of separate them a little bit because you need to yarn over and pull through those first 3 loops. Then yarn over and pull through the next 3 loops. 2, and I've only got 2 there. There we go. Yarn over, pull through the next 3 loops. And keep on doing that until you've pulled through all the loops. If you come up short by a couple of loops, don't worry about it. It's not the end of the world. And you get this lovely wing effect there. And that is the first wing of your butterfly. Isn't that just pretty? Okay, so we're going to go into this middle chain space now. And in that chain space, you're going to make 3 double crochet. 1, 2, just grab some more yarn, and 3. Okay, so now we need to make our second wing. So we're going to work around the post of this double crochet here. So yarn over, go around that post, yarn over, pull up a loop. Okay, 6 times. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, try and get your first 3 loops where you can easily see them. 3, and yarn over, pull through those 3 loops, so that's only 2, there we go. Yarn over and pull through the next 3 loops, yarn over, next 3, next 3, no, 1 short, there we go, and then yarn over through the last ones. So again, if you're not exact and you pull through 2 accidentally or 4, it's not going to make a big difference, so don't get too caught up with that. And there is a butterfly, 2 wings and a little head at the top. Okay, and then we'll finish that. We're going to make double crochet in the last 5 stitches. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yep. I really do love this. It's just so pretty how it turns out. So those wings might feel very fiddly with all those loops on your hook, but definitely worth it. Okay, so row 5. So we turn, chain 1, and make the alternate turning chain in the first stitch. Just mark that. So this row we're setting up for our next row of butterfly. Okay, so now we're going to double crochet in the next 4 stitches. Oops. Yarn snag. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Chain 2, and then we're going to double crochet into the second of these 3 that are made in this chain space here. So not in that one, straight into the middle one. Okay. So you see that's the 3 double crochet made in that middle space there. So we're just going to make our double crochet in the second one of those. Then we chain 3. And we're going to make a double crochet in the same stitch. So we're making a V-stitch. Okay, so that's our chain space made for the next butterfly. Then chain 2. And then in the next double crochet, so not this, because that's the top of our butterfly wing, so it's this one. So if you go to the end stitch and count 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's the stitch you're going to make this double crochet in, into there. And then double crochet, oops, sorry, just trying to move that stitch marker so it stops scratching. Oops, come here. And then double crochet in the last 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, right, row 6 we're going to make another butterfly, but we also need to make a decrease. So turn and chain 1, and we're going to make the alternate turning chain 2 together over the first 2 stitches. There we go. Just tug that down so it stops scratching. Okay, so we're going to make a double crochet in the next 3 stitches. 1, 2 and 3. And now we need to make our butterfly. So yarn over, go to the first post of the V-stitch that we made, and you're going to yarn over, pull up a loop 6 times. 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So you're going to have 13 loops on your hook. Okay. Then yarn over, pull through the first 3 loops, yarn over, pull through the next 3, yarn over and the next 3. Again, don't worry if you're one short, one too many. That was one short there, one too many. It's not going to affect the final look. Okay, so you're aiming for 3, but don't worry too much if you get 1 or 2 that aren't exact. Okay, so then we got our next wing. So then into the chain space of that V-stitch, make 3 double crochet. 1, 2 and 3. And then we're going to make our second wing around the other post of that V-stitch. So same again, yarn over around the post, yarn over and pull up a loop. And we do that 6 times in total. 3, 4, 5 and 6. So 13 loops on your hook. Then yarn over, pull through first 3 loops, yarn over, pull through the next 3. You can see I'm kind of doing this just roughly. It's very hard to separate them. Through the next 3, and then yarn over, pull through the last. And there's your next butterfly. So then we're going to double crochet in top of that next double crochet, and then double crochet in the next 2 stitches, and then over our last 2 stitches we're going to double crochet 2 together to complete the decrease. And pull through all 3. There we go, 2 butterflies stacked on top of each other. We're going to make 1 more butterfly for this piece. So again we need to set that up. So turn, chain 1, and make the alternate turning chain in the first stitch. Okay, so we're going to double crochet in the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, and 3. Then chain 2, and you're going to double crochet in the middle of those 3 stitches that were made in that chain space. So in there. Chain 3, then double crochet into the same stitch as that last double crochet to make a V-stitch. Then you skip the top of the wing and then double crochet in the last 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and hook that. And 4. Okay, so let's do our last butterfly. Okay, so row 8. Turn, chain 1, and make the alternate turning chain in the first stitch. And then double crochet in the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, and 3. Then we're going to do our next wing. So yarn over and around that first double crochet post, yarn over, pull up a loop 6 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 13 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 3, yarn over, pull through 3, keep going until you've pulled through all the loops. There we go. And then make 3 double crochet into that chain space in the middle of the V. 1, 2, and 3. Then yarn over and around that next post make another wing. So yarn over, pull up a loop 6 times. 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then yarn over, pull through 3 loops at a time. 2, 3, 1 loop short, don't mind. Okay, and then you're going to double crochet in your last 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. 3 butterflies stacked on top of each other. So row 9 we're going to go back to double crochet, and then we're going to finish our array as we did before. Okay, so row 9, turn chain 1 and make the alternate turning chain in your first stitch. And then double crochet in the next 2 stitches. Okay, so in your next stitch you're going to make 2 double crochet. So we need to bring our count back to where it should be. Okay, so in the 3 double crochet in the middle, we're going to ignore the stitches over the wings. Okay, so it's just go straight to these 3 in the middle, this one here, and we're going to make 2 double crochet in each of these 3 stitches. So these are the 3 that you've made in the chain space in that V stitch that we made our wings in. So 2 double crochet in each of those. 1 and 2. Okay, then ignore the stitch for the wings and make 2 double crochet in the next double crochet stitch, and then 1 double crochet in your last 3 stitches. 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so that should bring us back to 16 stitches. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Excellent. Okay, so we turn, and our next row is a decrease row. And then after this we're back to the pattern of the rest of the rays. Just do the alternate turning chain 2 together to start row 10. So after this we'll have 3 rows of double crochet in every stitch, then a decrease row, 3 rows, double crochet in every stitch. So your decrease rows for this ray are rows 10, 14, 18, 22, 26, 30, 34 and 38, and you've got 39 rows in total. So I'm going to carry on with this, and I shall see you when I finish the rest of the array. Okay, I've completed my butterfly array and I've got all 39 rows. So then we need to add our slip stitch border. So switch to a 4mm hook and make 2 slip stitches into the side of every single row. Remember, when you get to that point in that final row, you add 2 slip stitches on one side, 1 slip stitch on the other. Above every other row is 2 slip stitches on both sides, and then make a slip stitch into every stitch across the bottom. So you'll have 78 slip stitches down one side, 77 down the other, and 20 across the bottom. And then you can join this row to the rest. So I hope you enjoyed that stitch, and I shall see you next week for the next piece. Bye for now.